Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back. My name, of course, is Old Potato. We're continuing in Factorio. It's rails, not robots. That's what we're going after. And in all honesty, I think our little research area looks pretty darn fab, if I do say so. Let's continue going for some, I don't want to say irrelevant upgrades, but irrelevant upgrades. You know, they're not super important, but will be able to protect us in the event of an alien invasion. Yeah, an alien invasion. Booyah. How is our little iron processing area doing? It's doing not badly, actually. It's doing not badly at all, so it's impressive to see that we're managing to pretty much supply all of the demand that is required of us. So very happy with the progress that we have so far made. How are we doing for power? Power is a-okay. After we're done with bullet shooting speed, we're going to be going after some other stuff that I have yet to decide. Let us get some more labs. Labs are something that we need to make sure are being built. Also, we need to start thinking about inserters and how we are going to get the next tier of flasks. That would be Science Pack 2s. And of course, we're going to need the transport belt, which is made via iron plates and iron gears. And then we're going to need inserters, which are not on that page either. They're on right there. Yep, that's where they are. I've played this game for almost 100 hours, and I still don't know where inserters are. Fantastic. Go me. Electronic circuits, iron gears, iron plates. So iron gears are basically just iron plates, and electronic circuits, as we can see here, basically just iron plates and copper plates. So, you know, it's gonna be the most difficult challenge that we've got so far. But I would expect much more difficult challenges that are going to be coming up as we progress through this this little playthrough of Factorio. Let's take out that tree, and good. Let's place down these labs when we've got the ability to do so. We want to try and get, like, what? Well, another 5 are going to be going up there, and then we need another 8 labs to go down this side as well. So, 8 labs. How many is it going to take for 8 labs? We just need a butt ton of copper, really. What we can actually do is we can throw down an assembly machine, if we have any, which we do not. We don't even have the materials for an assembly machine. We can throw down an assembly machine or two and just get that to continually... In fact, no, we won't even be able to make electronic circuits in the assembly machine. In fact, yes, we will, because they only require 2 ingredients. Easy, simple. Let's make a couple of these, and then let's go up and place the labs when we've got the appropriate amount of materials to do. Yeah, let's put down some temporary machines, and let's say you are going to make electronic circuits. Electronic circuits, in fairness, aren't that difficult to actually make. Okay, that in there, perfect. And then copper wire, you are going to be making copper wire just next door, and you can supply probably 2 of those bad boys. That's what we need. And do we have any copper on us? We do have 82 pieces of copper. Of course, we actually need to tell it what to make first. Copper wire, please. Where the hell is copper wire? There we go. That's not what I actually wanted. That's what I wanted to do. Goodness gracious me, how difficult is that? Very difficult indeed, it seems. There we go. And now we should be able to produce fairly continuously a bunch of circuits for our personal use rather than any other use. Of course, I am worried about copper running out first, because each copper plate gives us 2 copper wires, so copper is probably going to run out first. You know, we started with less copper, but hey ho. We are actually going to, you know, need to make a specific, what do you call this? Green circuit processing manufacturing area. That's, it finally came to me. Hallelujah. Yeah, we're going to have to make a processing area specifically for this, and we're going to have to add it to the main bus. Let's prepare that, actually, because that's something that we're going to need to do fairly shortly, actually. So I think the main bus being over there is quite a good idea. I'll pick up some more of these materials. Also, we need to make sure that the iron coming down here is balanced. Now, it doesn't seem very balanced at the moment. It also doesn't seem like we've actually got enough iron coming in, which is slightly problematic, even though all of these guys are producing at full strength. Well, my plan was to use all of this iron up, and then when all of this iron is used up, we can sort of clear up this area and add another one of these processing areas right over here. I wasn't going to do that until this area was cleared up, but unfortunately it doesn't look like this area is going to be cleared up for a while. Also, we are running a little bit out of power at the moment, which is slightly problematic to say the least. In fairness, though, we should be doing fine. I mean, we've got a lot of gears that are just sitting idly by, and we are continually producing science packs, and that is no small feat. We will be backlogging science packs almost continuously throughout the entirety of the game, I would imagine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what do we need? We need more of these bad boys, presumably. No, we don't. We need more iron gears, and we just need 4 more labs, and that should tide us over. Fantastic. Those 4 more labs will assist us greatly, and that will allow us to get the exact quota that we require. So, yeah, I reckon we could probably fit, you know, right now another copper processing area over here and another copper processing area over there, but we don't need to. Also, iron processing areas, we could probably fit another one in there, but we don't want to at the moment. In fact, I'm not even sure if we ever will want to put another iron processing area in over there, but for now, I think we should expect to expand this area over here, and then probably once more, and then the train station can be well out here and just, you know, feed in. So I think we've probably got to go ahead to build the green circuit production area in this space here. Now, I know what some of you might say. You might say, "Hey, Order Potato, what are you actually doing?" Because you're building, you know, you're building some pretty complicated stuff in a, well, it's not complicated really in comparison to everything else, but you're building some complicated stuff in a fairly restricted area. Is that the wisest decision you've ever made? And yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I feel that we do have plenty of space that we can totally take advantage of. Now, I don't know, like, how do we end up balancing this? Like, how do we balance this? I want to make sure that everything that comes down is balanced as well as it can be. I mean, you know, we go from having like a shit ton of iron to just having no iron. Probably because yeah, I know exactly what's happened actually. All of our boilers have just run out of power. That's exactly the problem. Let's take this down here. Let's get some underground belt set up. Cancel the construction of those 4 labs for a minute, please. Thanks for the more inserters that we didn't really need, but that's great that we got them. Okay, that little combat scenario that just finished. That's great to see. Alright, so yeah, that to come down there. We actually want a splitter here. Not at that side, actually. Let me reconsider that. That can go there. A lot more belt would be just dandy for this little situation that we're going to be doing. And we're going to pick up that. And now everything's going to have a little bit of a hissy fit, but that's okay. Oh, God. Really? Did you want to do this? Fine. You know what? Let's scrimp and save on power cables. I can do scrimping and saving on power cables. That's fine. If you want to play it that way, game, then that's cool. But yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Now, I did actually have a comment that was saying, "Hey, why don't you use burner inserters and they will just power themselves off the coal they move?" I think that's a really cool idea actually, and I like it, but at the same time, I don't like it because I absolutely hate burner inserters. They are just atrociously bad, and I want to avoid them at all costs, because if I just have them sitting around in my inventory, then that's sort of a little bit annoying, because they're terrible and they're useless and they're only good in coal scenarios. But whatever, we should be providing enough coal to this area to successfully feed it all it needs. I think it's oh, I keep forgetting to do that, cleaning up the coal circle jerk as I keep referring to it. Yeah, we need more power right now, please. Yeah, I feel that I'm going to have to upgrade this whole coal mining setup, because coal is a fairly useful resource that we are probably not giving enough credit to. Also, why the hell have I not powered? Why the hell have I not powered anything over here? There we go. Hey, there we go. We're back at 100% probably. Yep, we're almost back at 100%. Perfect. We're back at 100%. That's exactly what we like to see. And from now on in, coal should be fine. Pick up this. Move it over a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And a couple more. Just over there. And one more for good luck over here. That lights up a fairly significant part of our base. Bullet shooting speed has been accomplished. Mission accomplished. Yay, yay, yay. We did it. We did it. We did it. Party, party, party. Not quite, but, you know, you get the picture, don't you? You get the picture. Let's take a... In fact, no, let's not take a trip up to the darkest area on the entire map in the middle of the night. Let's not do that. Let's start planning out what we want to do with this area. Because what we want to do is we want to make sure that we get green circuits set up, and we want to get them set up in a decent time, and we want to be producing, I don't want to say a literal shit ton of green circuits, but a literal shit ton of green circuits. That's pretty much what we require. A literal shit ton of green circuits. And hopefully we've got enough iron to satisfy all of these areas. Yeah, we just really have a chronic undersupply of iron going on right now. I mean, that's pretty much the scenario, but whatever. More inserters would be great, thanks. So let's try and do this mathematically. How long does it take? Okay, so the crafting speed is 0.5, which is the same as no, my crafting speed is 1. Right? I think. So that it should take 1 second to turn a copper plate into a copper cable. That seems about right. That seems about right. Okay, let's just take this out of there. Okay, so it takes 1 second to turn it into a copper cable, and we get 2 and you get 2 copper cable from every copper plate. So effectively, we're producing 2 copper cables every 2 seconds. Now, how long does it take to craft these electronic circuit boards? It takes 0.5 seconds to craft them, so it's going to take 1 second. So effectively, we need 1.5 machines for every machine that we've got producing electronic circuits. Does that make sense? And that means that we should have a continuous amount of cables being supplied. So what do we need to do? Do we need to do something like this? Does that sort of work? No, it would be something like that. There we go. I think that's the precise mathematical formula, but I'm not really very sure. I mean, it's always worth experimenting, I guess. I mean, there could just be some absolute basic maths that I'm just failing at. Okay, that looks really bad, and it probably isn't the correct answer to the problems that we are going to have, but whatever, let's give it a try. Okay. We need actually some more iron, please. There is frightfully little iron to go around, I'm afraid. Well, there's a bit more over here, but that's about it. Yeah, so I think that should mean we should be able to produce pretty much continuously. You know what? Object is being damaged, turrets, it's fine. I'm gonna say that this is... probably not the optimal way to do it. I'll be honest, it's probably not the optimal way to do it, but as far as I can see, it looks like the optimal way to be done. Because obviously the copper cables are a stupid way. You can't put them on belts. Putting them on belts would be really stupid. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's quickly go up and have a look at our labs. Let's place down the lab things that we need to do. So 5 need to go over here. Perfect. Got the length just right. Did we not build another 4 labs? Fuck. Well, that's very annoying, isn't it? There we go. There we go. There we go. Do we have the ability to build any more inserters? 2 more would be lovely, thank you. And a few more of these bad boys come in as well. There we go. Just the normal basic inserters. Can't go wrong with a couple of basic inserters, can you? Basic inserters. There and there. Don't need to bother extending this belt down now, but we will because we're cool like that. We do need power cables. Power cables are a thing that we need. They're fairly essential to our success, in fairness. Although I wonder if you could complete this entire game without power. Probably not, actually, because you need assembly machines. Although, I suppose it is technically possible. Whether you would actually want to do that is an entirely different story. 5 more of those. That will tide us over nicely. I know we're future-proofing this, and I want to make sure that it is future-proof. Future-proof is my middle name. And 10 of those or something? 10 of those or whatever it is. Whatever the number that I chose to take should be enough. That's also in the wrong spot. We need to make sure that that is in the right spot. Yeah. I'm sure there was a reason that I put these poles in the allocation of space that they ended up being in. Turns out I was right all along. I should have just stuck to the mirror image to what was going on at that side. Well, whatever. Now we're in a fantastic position because it means that we can do that. It means that we can just fill in the next couple of turrets, next couple of labs, and it'll be fine. I was checking to see if I could actually build any turrets. Unfortunately, I cannot at the moment. Why the fuck have we got so little iron coming in? Like, it's worrying how little iron we've got coming in. Like, it's tragic. How's the coal circle jerk coming along? How you doing, boys? There we go. 50 coal from everybody. I must have let it fill up. It's not great, but whatever. Okay. We are going to have to start seeing some interesting little things going on here, and that's not what I really want to see. Let's take down the last 3 burner mining drills that we have and actually use this coal for something productive rather than it just sitting around in my inventory. And fingers crossed it can make a difference by going to help power anywhere, actually. Can we put that in there? No. Doesn't look like we can put that in there. And let's also do something about this over here, because we've filled up on the stone, which is not something that I'm super happy about. Stick another iron chest down there. Okay, all the stone, all the stone, all the stone, all the stone. It's not great, but it sort of works for now. I don't know why I even put that there. But yeah, it should do. It should do for now, just to, just to allow us to backlog a whole butt ton of stone. And butt ton, before you ask, is a scientifically technical measurement. A very technical measurement. So yeah, we've got some major iron supply issues, which is very, very annoying. But I'm not going to let that... Oh god. No, fuck, I didn't want to build that. Fuck, now I need more iron. God damn it. Gosh darn. Gosh darn indeed. I wanted to build some splitters, please. That's what I wanted to build. Okay, so this... We could point to this as the reason for our problems, but I feel that would be unfair. Yeah, you know what? This area, this little patch of iron is being very, very helpful right now. It's clearing up a whole lot of resources, which is really nice to see. And it looks like the addition of those extra burner mining drills are assisting fill the furnaces, fill the boilers, and everybody is going to be happy from here on out. That's great. It's very, very good to see. Now, how are we going to go about doing this? I'm not entirely sure that this is the correct way of doing it. You know, there probably is better ways, but at the same time, fuck you guys. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you if you think there is better ways. No, I joke. I love everybody. I love everybody. We are going to need iron plates and copper cable. So, why have we got iron going up here? Good question. It shouldn't be iron. It should be copper. That's the real material that I want. So we're actually gonna take use of this this underground belt right here. So that's kind of cool. Let's get this copper plate on here. There we go. It will actually provide a use for the copper, because at the moment we don't really have a use for copper, like literally at all. I mean, I suppose they're going into these assembly machines, but we've got way more copper than we actually need, which is kind of nice, which is kind of cool. Also, I feel we should probably be buffering iron and copper. Both of that I'll probably integrate into my next little expansion, and I'll probably upgrade this expansion to include a little buffering system. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely going to happen eventually. But yeah, we're going to need to work out the correct ratio of assembly machines. And I think it was 3 to 2. I think it was 3 to 2. I'm almost certain that it was 3 to 2. But I'm not entirely sure. What would be ideal, actually, is if we had... Let me brainstorm this for a second. If we had one assembly machine, two assembly machine, and a third assembly machine in the middle. If we had like little cells of these machines, and it's the wrong distance, but you're starting to see what I think I'm putting together. And another one, oh god, another one. Okay, let me do that again. That rock is really annoying me. Okay, you know, I'm gonna build a fucking shotgun right now, just, you know, for the sole reason of taking it out. Give me some shotgun cells, please. Build me a shotgun. Build me some shotgun shells. There we go. We got ourselves some shotgun shells. So now we can actually, there we go. Shotgun out. The rock is out. Not the, you know, like Dwayne Johnson, the rock. You know, just the rock is out of position or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. Nobody knows what I'm fucking saying. Whatever. Anyway, let's continue. So something like this. And you in the middle would be producing that. And you guys on the outside would be producing copper wire. Now, I know that this probably isn't the specific mathematical way of doing it. However, if we did it like this, in fact, it would probably be more efficient if we did it like that, so that we could output the circuits this way. If we did it like this, then it means as soon as we got automation level... Where is it? That's logistics. Well, as soon as we got this, and then we got automation level 2, which would give us the assembly machine. This would theoretically mean, or perhaps when we eventually get the third level of assembly machines, that if we upgrade this center module, then we can double our output. I think it's actually worth running this just as a little experiment to see if it works. I'm not entirely sure if this whole cellular construction model will work, but I'm open to suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm open to trying new things to see to try and make it work. That's for sure. How are we gonna do this though? Using splitters or whatever? It's gonna be difficult. Let's try and path the belt. This is, you know, since this is an experiment, we can afford to be a little bit sloppy with our pathing. There we go. There we go. Something like this. Perfect. And then we're gonna need to get iron in here, which I can just actually stick in via chest, and I can just export via chest as well. And everything is just going to be normal inserters to make sure that it works. We're going to turn this on next episode, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it's the optimal solution for us. It might not be. We might just go back to a sort of layout like this, which I think may actually be the correct course of action. So something like that, and then something like this once again. There we go. And that would mean that we would have 3 copper, and then into 2 circuits. I think that's probably what we're actually going to do. But, you know what? We'll have to wait and see. All will be revealed in the next episode when you tune in. Or if you do choose to tune in, please do. Because you'll make me feel very, very happy. Oh god, that was a little assault that I just saw take place. Not good enough, I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't like having to keep repairing that, but we do have the ability to get walls, and we're going to do that very, very soon indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching Factorio. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. Tune in next time. Until then, bye.